And just for context, these giant oranges on this tree, these are commercial oranges that you can get around here. California orchards. Little bitty tiny things that fit in the circle of my fingers. And you saw how big those are. These are commercial oranges. Our last one for the season. But yeah, thought you might find that interesting.
Welcome back, everybody. It's your suburban garden permaculture style guy here again. This is some blackberries that are on our property from last summer. I found some old cell phone footage. I thought I would show you guys that here at the beginning. It turns out this land is pretty well loaded with blackberries.
Entire canes full of them. All the way up in there.
We're still working on the gap down there on the floor, but in the meantime, I'm also going to start on this window because we got to start windows soon. So let's have fun trying to get this thing out. Digging these windows out is going to be a lot of fun. I can already see that. Need the rat tool for the job, probably something like a wrecking bar. All right, we're on the window on the outside, precariously at best. I'm gonna use some of this tools. I'm at the big black wrecking bar. I got to break off this wood up here at the top, so some of the screws are hidden up under that wood trim right there. You see, I got most of them off all down this line. This window is wanting to move free, almost, not quite. Because we got some screws up under there. There was some caulking in there that you just saw me messing with. Ain't much holding it on in there. And most everything else seems like it's already done. Yeah. Alright. And again, doing this like this. Don't do what I do. Just watch. Yeah, how to do that without breaking that glass, huh? Trying to hold a camera.
It's good stuff in place.
That's pretty ugly right there. That's pretty ugly. I think it's ready just to pop out. That one screw, I don't think it's going to stop me. It's in my way, but I don't think I can get it out.
You ready to do all that today?
Huh? That's a nail. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Lord.
Careful.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
This has got to be 100% certified safe. All right, let's just see what happens. All these moths. You see all these moths coming out from behind the window? They're all up in the rotted wood.
okay.
Oh.
Toss it that way.
Yeah, toss it and set it. The top of the glass started to blend out of the frame.
There you go.
Hey. Big old ugly hole. Tons of caulking, because again, that's going to fix any problem you've got. There's 45 metric pounds of caulk.
Oh my gosh.
That's a lot of caulk. Ha! We got a big hole in the wall. That whole piece of wood's coming out. Right.
Well, that's our protection. More moths
down.
just came out.
This is one of those boards you need to take off. Now, looking back at our first video that I showed where we were cutting this out from where we got it from, all the bottom had to be cut off. This was the piece of Romex that we ran into. This was wired in after the fact. This is not part of what the wiring is in the walls. And when we found it, it was in the trim. Look, the screw is still in it. There was a screw shot through their electrical that they'd already had to patch in from under the trailer, I guess because the circuit was already bad. So they patched one in, but then they shot a screw through it. And that was feeding this window, probably its window unit air conditioner. That's another reason it's rotty right through here. Just another thing of quality. Hey, there's a sheet of steel back here. They always like to do that on this trailer for some reason. So yeah, fun discoveries. Nothing but staples left up here. I gotta show you all this. It's funny looking. It's not that funny looking, but I think it looks cool. All the staples shooting this away and shooting this away. Oh, some kind of metal strip. I don't know what this is about. Blurring strip. Oh. But yeah. That's termites right there. That little bit's termites. Some of this is just being wet and rotting. Some of it's termites. They're no longer here because they're no longer attached to the ground where they were. So yeah, clear out some of this. We're gonna put some wood over it. Even if we put our window in, we're gonna patch this up in the meantime. But yeah, it's crazy looking, huh? It's a lot of staples.
Gross.
Anyway, I guess we'll go inside and work on this instead of trying to play. This is what that giant hole, and this is what that giant hole looks like. Pretty big hole you got there. Yep, so I'm gonna work on this. We can see we're gonna have a problem there. Probably cut that off level, replace that, fix up the bottom. Everything else seems to be all right. I mean, besides the siding. All these boards aren't rotted. None of these are. Might be a little bit over there, but not much. I'll look into it. Maybe I might have to. The front of that board is ate off in there. It's all ate out, gone. With my socks, yeah. All right, let's see what we can do. be that. All right, now that we broke it, let's fix it. Come on in here, get your peek, get your look at it, get your good look. Ain't gonna look like this no more.
Layer after layer.
After layer after layer. Nothing to it, you guys. Nothing to it. I mean, who even cares? So I don't care about showing you all this rotten stuff. It's not gonna be like this. I'm not gonna be living like this. I gotta. There's okay. So that's where that Romex was coming in at right there. I was right. It's an air conditioner plug. And it's coming from under the trailer, and they shot a screw through it, doing 220, maybe. I don't know. 110, 20 amp at least. Alright, come on up in here real quick. So what we got here is rotten wood. I want a nice square cut so that my next board that I'm going to use to support it doesn't sit in there all funky. So I'm going to use a square. I'm going to hold it like that, and I'm going to try to run right between this screw and this nail. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to run my blade right about through here, holding this in place, and then try to get me a nice square cut and just cut this all out. This is bad all the way through the bottom. It's all rotted out through here. So yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. Make it all the way. But you know how you do it. There we go. Didn't make it all the way through, so I'm at the sawzall the rest. But that should give me a square cut, more or less. Yeah, pretty good. That's nice. All right, I'm a sawzall. All right, yeah. Got a few termites moving around in there. Just a few, not too many. Moving right on in. Alright.
That's a scary looking piece of metal right there.
Fine. Now, use my drilling hose again. I'm going to reuse this board, so leave it there. Look at that, ready to go, ready to rock. It's totally cool. Be alright.
Solid.
That one's got a little bit, they came in the top, but it feels solid. That heck, this is way less. Measure it, cut it, put some more in it. Get this thing done. Alright, so this is what we got so far. Down here at the bottom where the old one was touching, you can kind of see it right here. It was this little thin 1x4 was rotted real bad right here, so I bridged it with this 2x4, right, and then screwed it into the original stuff. And then since I cut this off up here, right, I cut this just a little bigger, and it actually was a little bit more than I thought. It's bowing it out. Literally, it's under compression right now, so whenever I go to screw this in, it'll actually close that gap real well. And then I can just tap it over with the hammer right here and make sure it's straight. But yeah, so that's just under its own tension. There's no screws or anything in this right now. And yeah, so we're also going to run I believe this guy right here on the inside of the window, such as this, to, you know, give those additional strengths. And yeah, that'll patch together that, and we'll put in the window ledge or sill. Or I guess we'll put that in first, and then we'll put this. We'll put that in. We'll put this in. The window sill in first. Then we'll put this in because we'll cover up where we're going to put our screws at. Yeah, so we'll get that going. Oh, all right. What we've got here is our window sill. It's going to be tight as well. Oh yeah, because this thing is bowed out. I forgot about that. That's going to make it looser. I guess I should put a level on it. Huh? I think that's what professionals would do. Oh, look, it's got a beveled edge already. Oh. And trying to get this thing flush. Alright, so I think that's about it. I'll screw this to that, and then once I'm done with that, I'll screw this to that and screw this into this one. Actually join these with long screws. And of course this will hold it together as well. And then we'll be ready to put a window in. That didn't take us very long. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm not very grateful. You got a little thing. It's not terribly important. Alright, so I'm doing a trick. Get my bubble up to the middle. I'm gonna lift this slightly, go back to this and screw it down. Alright, on this episode of how to do everything the proper way and the incorrect way, we have stuck a window in a hole. As you can tell, it's got a huge gap beside it. But the top and the bottom are very, 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 very close, actually, so that worked out really good. There is a small gap still on purpose because of the screws and the windows. Oh, well, that's as far as that one goes. And then it goes like this, all the way to the top. I got a screw in here. And yeah. Of course it works good right now. There's nothing holding it in place on this side, but we've got 3 screws in on one side. And hopefully that's a good start. So yeah, you know, started this day with a ratty old window. Now we got a double pane, double hung, argon insulated thingamabob. So, you know, hey, I'm happy with it. I think I'm ecstatic. We're just that much closer. Still haven't finished putting some new strips in over here, but I already got the ones in we did earlier. Oh, and she wanted to, I doubt y'all can see this, but she wanted to play with the flooring just to see what it looks like in here. Y'all can't see that, that's way too dark. All right, we got some, we're looking for some spacers here to put in beside that window and lock this thing down. All right, welcome back to day 5 out of 6 days of coming in a row since 2023. And we've gotten some more done. If you can see these little spacers I had to put under the window. And I did that, yeah, you know, okay. But I've always seen videos of people putting spacers in windows like this and putting insulation in between them. And I don't think that's wrong, but you know, I don't know. So it's level and it works even though it's all screwed in. So here's what I did. These 2 are screwed into this with screws that only went so far. All right, so that this was still floating. Then I have a screw going through this and this into this to hold it in place. Same thing, 2 screws going into this, and this is actually screwed together with clamps to keep it in one piece. 2 screws, and then there's only, of course, 1 screw that goes through for the other, but they weren't, that was this and this screwed to this. But give it the almighty shake. It's not going anywhere. It's locked in all the places it's supposed to be. Still opens, and the top still does whatever this thing's supposed to do. Whatever that is. Top double hung. So yeah, I guess it works. That's the main thing. Little mini blind here. Screen even goes up and down. So that I guess, yeah, you can do that and then have a screen up there or something. Oh, don't want to stay up on that. But anyway, I don't know how to use this window. So, yep, there's that. Let's put this screen down, keep the bugs out. Like that's gonna help. So that's one window. Dunzer. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, you know, it's good enough, right? Would you turn it down if you got to live off in the woods like this? I don't think so.
All right, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us yet again. Hey, man, that window's looking good enough, ain't it? All right, stick around because we've got more coming. Thanks again.